What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the Maelstrom. We have another unboxing for you today in our City States Marathon for the initial release. Today we're going to be looking at the Phalangites and Hoplites dual kit. We have one box of each just to kind of showcase the box art before we get started, but it is a dual kit, so each one will make either or, but we're going to build one box each way to show them off to you. So to start things off, we'll look at the Phalangites here. These are the veterans, the more experienced soldiers, and they are very, very intractable. They have a lot of rules that give them good defense, reduce impact attacks, tons of ways to make them more survivable to hold their ground. So that's the first batch that this will build. The second batch is the Hoplites, which to me are visually more appealing, but both serve a very important role on the battlefield, and both are very unique. These are kind of more the citizen soldiers of the City States Army. So we're going to go ahead and crack a box of these open to show the sprues, and then once we've done that, we will build one group of each and then show them off to you. So we'll go ahead and crack this open and see what we've got inside. So those of you who have been following our series, this is a letter. I'll leave it so that you can pause and read if you would like to. But essentially there is there's extra plastic on the sprues than what they wanted, but they did go ahead and put the first batch out. They're going to recut those sprues later. What I've seen so far, it's really not that bad, but I do appreciate them drawing attention to it so that you are aware. So we've got bases, we've got our sprues, which we will get into in a moment. We have our instructions, and then we've got our cards. So, start things off here with the cards. We've got the Phalangites and the Hoplites. Very cool. Alright, so sprues. First up here, looks like the Hoplites command, maybe some bits as well for the other, but I think this is for the Hoplites mainly. We'll find out once we get dug in. Crisp detail on the armor there. Looks like 3 of those, and then 3 of these. I love the shield patterns. Very clean detail, as we've come to expect. Very cool spearheads there. And we have 3 of those, like I said. Alright, so we're going to build 3 stands each of Hoplites and Phalangites, and then we will show them off to you once we're done. Alright, we have the Hoplites and the Phalangites finished up. I've got 1 stand each here to show off. Got the rest getting ready to hit the airbrush table so we can get them ready for the channel. This is a gorgeous kit. The detail is fantastic, which you can see it on the sprue, but there's just something more about seeing it put together. Very cool kit. If I have any criticism, it is that the Hoplites, their heads tend to kind of interfere with the cloak. So it is a little difficult to get the pose other than just one direction for each head. But everything across the Hoplites is interchangeable. I intentionally mixed a bunch of the shields and spears to see, so you can move the pieces across the different model poses. The one exception to that is on the Phalangite half of the kit. The spears, this one obviously isn't a big deal. You could use this one if you wanted to on other poses. But the arms don't really want to line up unless they're on the pose that they're intended for. But there's still enough variation across the heads that it doesn't come across like there's repeats in the squad. And with them, there's a little bit more maneuverability against the cloak with the back end of the helmet. So if you're looking to pick any of these up for yourself or expand your own forces in any aspect of your conquest hobby, we do have an affiliate link with Parabellum. If you shop through their eShop, When you get to checkout, if you click on the question that says, do you have a discount voucher, you can enter Maelstrom 10 and you'll secure 10% off of your order. That'll help us out and help you get your stuff a little bit cheaper, and send some assistance to the channel. If you haven't already, make sure that you like and subscribe. We're trying to provide more regular content. In particular, we have a campaign coming up now that the city-states are out. As soon as we can get them painted, we're going to start working a campaign that we are initially calling the Saga of 7 Champions. We have a player for every army. So we're going to run a campaign that's going to run for the foreseeable future, where we're going to gradually increase the size of our armies and run all 7 factions against each other, and see how things go there. So we're excited to do that. We know a lot of you enjoyed the Fate of 5 Generals, and we're wanting to kind of follow the same pattern here with the Saga of 7 Champions. All right, so that's all we have for you today. We have a Patreon link in the description below if that's something you'd be interested in doing to help support the channel as well as we continue to grow and get started with regular content again. And as always, thank you for spending time with us today at the Maelstrom.